Hello, Chaoscraft fans. Welcome to another update. This one, I've got some good questions that are being asked in Discord. So I'm going to cover some of the questions in Discord and do a quick technical explanation for the atom0.json once I poke around in here. Good. So I've got designs for new stuff that'll give us more patterns, I expect. So less random block placement, but it's just taking time to get out. And I moved this week, so that was ate up the beginning of my week, and then I had client work that I had to finish up. So you're not going to see a ton of updates this week, but more to come soon. Yeah, so I see multiple things in a row like that. All right, so one of our patrons, 0xFFFF, had some questions here that I'm going to go through real quick and just give you guys my thoughts here. But let's see, it's progressing. Good. It's progressing well. Keep up the good work. Thank you. The thought of violence. So I designed ChaosNet, the backend for this thing, so you guys could create your own training rooms and incentivize whatever you guys want. I'm not going to stop you or censor you. That's not my job. With that said, I doubt I'm going to just make them chop each other. It's not even that, graphically, it sounds pretty boring just to have them run after each other and chop each other. That would be boring in about 5 minutes. So, but I'm not going to limit the in-game mechanics of the bots, because they need to be able to kill spiders in order to survive eventually, and to, craft string or figure out a way to kill creepers to craft TNT and all that. So I'm not going to limit it either. So that's it. But where I'm headed with this, I think, is going to be more of a survival mode, and it's going to be like Animal Planet, where we're like, oh, check out the species here that does this. I'm hoping we'll see some really innovative stuff that way. Skinning. Yes, we have plans for adding skinning. There's a couple different ways we can go for it, but they're not all going to look like Morty forever. We're working on that. Just time of the day. Tagging. They do get assigned names from a list of CSVs. If you want to change their names, we could probably add that in there. Adam, I'm going to cover him in a minute. Yes, we are actually, they do look at things, and I'm actually going to make that a much more vital thing in the near future using my area of focus stuff that I've been working on, which is a new feature that's up. Oh, I should also mention, you guys can come in here and check out what I'm planning on working on, and if you guys want to, you guys could go ahead and, let's just say you liked neuroplasticity or something like that, you guys could upvote it with a +1 or something of that nature. I don't know, we'll have to come up with a more official system, but +1 for now is fine. And so the ones that get the biggest +1s are the ones I'll focus on. That's beyond probably the why does this not have the latest tags? There we go, bugs, because that's pretty crucial. Also, if you want to help and you're a modder, we have a couple areas where I definitely could use some help. Going back, let's see, private server. So Chaoscraft version 1.0, you could run from anywhere, but it was costing me money trying to run MongoDB and Redis and everything else, and so I optimized the backend for ChaosNet to be, I specialize in AWS stuff, for those of you guys that don't know, Amazon Web Services, and I optimized it to utilize their free tiers of stuff, so we could scale fairly cost efficiently. With that said, I still am paying a couple $100 a month for this, but I mean, I also, that's looped in with pretty much all my AWS stuff, which, since I'm an AWS guy that works heavily in AWS, it's not surprising. I'm going to skip 8 because I don't remember that one. Key files of interest. I guess I could do that one real quick. So those of you guys that are just new to this, you're going to want to jump into Chaoscraft mod, src main, java, com, schematical, Chaoscraft, AI, and in here you're going to want to look at the neural net, and then the inputs and outputs are probably your biggest one, maybe even the biology, but let's just start with neural net, which basically brings it all together, and then outputs is a list of outputs like craft this that extend neuron base here, and inputs are a list of inputs that extend neuron base, and then neurodependent is the neurons in between it. So check out NeuroNet, check out outputs, check out inputs. That's like where the real magic happens in this thing, AI-wise. So that's where you guys are going to want to start if you're interested. Again, this will probably be in the show notes, but in case, I mean, it will be in the show notes, but schematical/chaoscraft-mod. Hop on the Discord, and we're always chatting about that. Can I load a mod like World Edit? I do believe they did that. And I made this thing so that I designed this thing. One of the coolest things about my Neato, which is short for Neat Observable, is that you don't have to have predefined inputs and outputs, which is a rarity. So if it observes a new block type loaded by, say, a mod, it can start using that block type as an input or an output, theoretically, I guess an item type or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Is there a way to look at the current reputation for a village? No, they don't have any of that stuff right now. They because they're technically mobs, NPCs. They don't have everything that the player does, which we're slowly bringing over most of it, but it just takes time. When clicking on a bot, it would be nice to go in and out of the menu. Actually, you can do that. Why not 113? When I started this, 113 wasn't out, but we're working towards it. Super Jerry actually just made a push that theoretically makes us a little bit more 113 compliant, and 14's not actually. Put that. All right, cool. All right, 14's not really a question. All right, so that's just some cool questions to be answered there. Let's see. Nope, not there. All right, here. So if you're running this thing and you guys are trying to use Atom Zero, like what is Atom Zero? Well, Atom Zero is a Wookiee. No, I just threw that namespace up there to be goofy. That it wasn't listed in my CSV, so it'll be different. This is what a neural net looks like server side. Okay, so well, none of the real ones actually use debug input, but I use it for testing because Atom Zero primarily is used to test that the bots could theoretically naturally get to a spot like that. And so debug input is one of them, but in reality you could put any of the actual inputs we got in there. Let's look at one. So you could say yaw head input instead of debug input, and it would use the value of the yaw head instead of 1. Does that make sense? And then, so like debug input's got a name of neuron 2, and then you can see here craft output has a dependency on neuron 2, and whatever the value of neuron 2 gets multiplied by 1. So it's always going to be 1 basically, which is our maximum 1. So it's always going to try and craft birch planks because that's what I wanted Atom to do when I did this. And then we've got another one that's also dependent on neuron 2. As a matter of fact, they're probably all on it, but craft stick, and craft pickaxe. So it's, you can go ahead and change this and be like, okay, I want to delete these neurons. I don't really care that much. Make sure you have valid JSON. And then you could just change this to, I don't know, what else can we do? Button, wooden button. Use real names, otherwise it's just not going to work. But that's kind of the idea. And then you guys can make him do, you can program Atom to do stuff. So he's the one that's programmable, and that's using the command, I'll type it down here, /chaos craft/Atom. Should spawn him up. And he'll spawn up with whatever brain you got typed in here. You may need to restart. I don't remember how the resources load, but you may need to restart this. Restart your local once you make changes, and then run that. I think that's what's happening. Yeah. So that covers a lot of what I wanted to talk about today. I do have another video that I don't think I posted yet, but it's where I explain what I'm doing to my mother in the simplest of terms. She was sitting there and she was curious about what the heck Chaoscraft is. And, but yeah, we got a lot more changes coming up in the near future that are exciting. I've got plans for neuroplasticity. I got plans to give them the ability to view things at a distance and comprehend them. I got plans to give them the ability to make audible noises, which actually I don't think is, when I think about it, I don't think that is in here yet in the issues, so I will have to, I don't know if I have that, make noise, I don't. Give them memory, basic targeting, unique skins, we already talked about that, reward prediction, which I doubt it's going to get uploaded, but I'm going to have to make it a higher thing because we need that to do more advanced scoring than what we're doing currently. So, new issue, we call it. Let's see, emit noise output. Alright, I'll do more of that later. But that's it for now. I'm going to do my usual, check me out on Patreon/Schematical. You know, I appreciate that. I don't have Patreon up, so I can't thank the people. Let's see if I'm logged in. Am I logged in? Damn it. Darn it. I have a whole bunch of people I need to thank on Patreon. I will eventually remember to be logged in for one of these videos. But with that said, check us out on Twitter/Schematical. Discord is where most of the conversation is since I've started. You can see people have been chatting. And someone signed up since I started. It's been an active 5 minutes. So thank you. Share this with your friends if you're interested and you like it. Share it with the world. The more people that are interested in this, the better. I think we got 6 people running the bots right now, and some people, about half that, submitting pull requests about. So that's pretty cool. That's it. Thank you. I'm gonna go get some lunch. It's one of the people here at the co-working space's last day, so it's a little shebang for a little party. All right, take care.